welcome back to Trojan Sports Now. The Trojans are coming off a big win against the Alabama State Hornets. And while the team is excited about getting their first win, they are now preparing to take on New Mexico State. The Trojan football team will be traveling to take on the Aggies of New Mexico State this weekend. This is the first conference game of the season for the team, and head coach Neil Brown talks about the difficulties of facing this team.
In one interview I did at Media Days, I said this. Felt like going into the year they'd be the most improved team in our conference, and they've proved that correctly through the first two games.
Brown also mentions what makes the Aggies' offense hard to stop.
They've got what I think is probably one of the top receiving core units in our conference, and they've got two running backs led by Larry Rose, and I think Larry Rose is special. That are difficult. They really spread you out and able to get vertical in the run game. We've really struggled stopping them the last 2 years. They've almost given up 1,000 total yards of offense.
And for the second time in 3 weeks, the Trojans will be traveling across the country to play.
A long plane ride and go to a difficult place. My assumption is we're gonna see one of the biggest crowds they've ever had there. I know there's a lot of excitement out in Las Cruces for that team right now, so we're looking forward to it. I think it's one thing to win a game at home, it's another to travel on the road, and I think that's a real test of a good football team.
And Coach Brown has one goal he wants the team to achieve this week.
Our goal when we get back on that plane is to be 1-0 in our conference, and we talked about how successful we were a year ago, but what we didn't do is win that conference championship. It's important they understand how close we were, but yet how far away we were also.
The Trojans and Aggies will kick off from Aggie Memorial Stadium Saturday at 7 p.m. and the game will be televised on ESPN3.
The soccer team will be back at the Troy Soccer Complex Friday as they welcome in the ULM Warhawks. This will be the team's first Sunbelt Conference game of the season. The matchup is set to start at 7 p.m. The Trojans will then travel to Jonesboro, Arkansas to face Arkansas State on Sunday. That game will begin at 1 p.m. and be televised on ESPN3.
And before the Trojan volleyball team begins conference play in Texas against UT Arlington and Texas State on September 22nd and 23rd, the team will take their 4-7 record to the Crimson and White tournament held by the University of Alabama on September 15th and 16th.
The cross-country teams will also be in action this weekend as they travel to Boone, North Carolina to take part in the Mountain to Seas duel. The last time the two teams competed was September 1st at the Struts season opener. The men finished in second place and the women finished in third.
The men's golf team's next tournament will start on Monday as they head to Birmingham to take part in the Shoal Creek Invitational. The tournament will be held Monday and Tuesday. The team will then have a week off before heading to the Intercollegiate at the Grove on October 8th, 9th, and 10th.
And the women's golf team will start their new season under new head coach Randy Keck Saturday when they go to Mobile to compete at the USA Intercollegiate hosted by South Alabama. The women will enjoy a 2-week break before traveling to West Point, Mississippi for the Magnolia Invitational.
That's all the time we have for Trojan Sports Now. Check us out online at youtube.com/Troy Trojan Vision to catch anything you miss.
For Sarah Drake, I'm Justin Walker. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Trojans.